Hi everybody and welcome back to MD Fly Fishing. Well, this morning when I woke up it was a case of, shall I go on the River Calder, do a little bit of nymphing, try and get some grayling, and I looked at the river and it was black, very dark. I thought, no, I'm going to go out to a Stillwater. So I set off to Sheffield to scout Dike, and it was blowing a hoolie. The wind was coming in bursts left, right and centre. So I put myself on the far bank with the wind behind me and decided to cast a few lures out there. Got the Fritz gold head, got some small pin fry and just cast them out on a floating line. I had a Sunray Pro line on with the overhand marker. Very good, got some nice distance with it. But all the fish were quite close in, and as you can see on this clip, there's a fish jumps off to the right, and then again it jumps in, or it might have been the same fish, but then the fish were in this area. They were only about 2 rod lengths out. I had about 2 knocks and a take, but lost them. And a little bit later on I'll prove the importance of the hang, because that came in and just attacked the fly as it was coming out the water. But I bear with it, it was blowing a hoolie though. Yeah, the advantage of having the wind behind you and quite a clear area to the rear is you can achieve some distance with your line. Now, I was putting it to the test, this Pro line. It was only its second outing, and I was just messing around with it at first, just getting some distance on it. But it's quite good with the overhang marker. And again, I got it out as far as I could, purely to see how far I could get it. And then just brought it in on a slow figure of 8, fast figure of 8. And as I was bringing it in, again, let the fly come out the water slowly. I let it hang a little bit, and bang, fish went for it. That must have been the 4th one by then, but that was the most dramatic. But no fish to date. There is one coming up though, don't worry. It might have been a windy day and a hard day, but I don't fail to catch. So we decided to move on to the clubhouse bank. Quite rocky though, you have to watch your line. If it gets under your feet as you're bringing it in, you could damage it on the rocks. I could have done with a line tray strap around me, but then again the wind would have blown it all over the place. The wind was in my face, it was howling. I've had to cut the sound down of the wind. All this wind and wave activity must have been stirring up the food source, because again it's only about 2 foot, 3 foot deep here for about 2 rod lengths out as such, and there were fish were showing. So I thought, right, if you're not catching, go mad. So I put a pink rubber lure on, bit like a daddy long legs, but it's tinsel around the neck which is pink, and it's got pink legs, because if you're not catching, go mad. Couple of casts out, and I kept it adjacent to the bank. It was only about a rod lengths out, rod and a half lengths out, but it was either on the right or on the left, because the fish would be in that area feeding. There's no point casting it straight out in front of me, because I'm only covering a small margin which is in front of me. If I can drag it up and down the banking, then by all means, if that's where the fish are feeding, then it'll come across them, and it did. Got myself a nice little rainbow. So I didn't blank this day, but it was windy, it was hard. But anyway everybody, thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry it's a short one. I am going to go down the river this weekend. So until next time, see you later.